Welcome back here with us on Mirror Now. This is Urban Debate. On 17th of September, a portion of an under-construction MMRDA flyover in BKC collapsed. And this led to 14 labourers getting injured. A committee was formed on the same day to study the reason behind this collapse in Mumbai. Accountability was promised. Just like every time there is some kind of an incident of this sort, the accountability issue comes up. It is promised by setting up a committee. Similarly, it happened in this case as well. But 3 months on, nothing has changed at all. No action has been taken yet by the authorities concerned. When Mirror Now confronted MMRDA Commissioner over delay in action, the civic body chief said that they were examining the report, and while notices to contractor and consultant have been issued, no concrete action has taken place yet in this particular matter. So who is responsible? After committees are formed, shouldn't there be some kind of a follow-up as well? When the action was promised in 15 days, then why has it taken over 3 months and nothing has been done? That's our debate number 2 on Urban Debate this evening. It's been 3 months, still no concrete action has been taken against those who were responsible for the collapse that led to 14 persons getting injured. Joining us on the broadcast right now is my colleague Sandhya, who has filed this exclusive report. Sandhya, good evening. Firstly, bring us up to speed with the latest in this case. What kind of excuses are being made? What is it that MMRDA has to now say?
So, Hina, as you gave us the background, this is something which happened on 17th of September this year. A portion of an under-construction flyover, a flyover which was not even ready, collapsed. And this did not happen in some remote area. This happened in Mumbai, and that too in BKC area of Mumbai. This is the new corporate hub of the city. The real estate prices of this particular area are among the most expensive ones across the world, not even the country itself. Now, something of this nature happens in the heart of the city. And here we are after 3 months, and we don't even know what exactly caused it, who was responsible for it, and what action will be taken against those. So when the incident happened at that time, Mirror Now confronted Urban Development Minister and MMRDA Chairperson Eknath Shinde and asked him the same question, that what will happen to those who were responsible for it. At that time, he assured us, he said that a committee is formed. The committee will file a report, accountability will be set, and within 15 days, that's what he said enough, within 15 days, action against those who were responsible will be taken. The same day, Mr. SVR Srinivas, the chairperson of the commissioner of MMRDA, he also said the same thing. It's been 3 months now. Today, we went to MMRDA Commissioner Mr. SVR Srinivas once again, and we asked him that what is the status? And this is what he had to say, that they are examining the report filed by the committee. It's been 3 months and still examining of the report is going on. What exactly caused that collapse? We have no idea. Who exactly is held responsible? We have no idea. He said that notices are served to contractors and private consultants. In what capacity? Are they asked to come and give a statement as witnesses, as the parties involved, or as the accused? We have no idea. Now, it's already been 3 months. How much more time the agency is going to take to fix the accountability and then take action on those who are responsible? There is absolutely no clarity about that whatsoever. So this is what we are talking about. This incident injured 14 laborers. And Hina, another thing, that it's crucial to understand, it's crucial to know what exactly caused that collapse. Was it some design fault? Was the material which was being used not of the standard quality? Were those who are responsible for the construction, were they not doing an apt job? And I'll tell you why exactly I'm focusing on that point here. Because J. Kumar Infra Projects, the private contractor which is actually building this flyover for MMRDA, is a tainted firm. This is the firm which was blacklisted by BMC for its road repair scam and not some delay in handing over completing the project. This firm was blacklisted for doing shoddy work, for corruption allegations. After these serious allegations also, within a year, in 2016, then BJP government ended up giving the contract of MMRDA work, many projects, including this flyover, to the same firm. At that time, NCP, Congress, these two parties created ruckus in the assembly. They demanded answer. They said that no, this firm should not get any contracts. But now, when these two parties, along with Shiv Sena this time, are in the government, they are silent about why this contractor continues to get work, continues with the construction of this flyover, of which a portion collapsed and 14 laborers were injured. So clearly, it's been 3 months. Mumbaikars don't even know what caused this. We don't even know whether this construction should go on or not anymore. Hina.
All right, Sandhya, some very, very important details you've brought for our viewers. Appreciate you joining us with this exclusive news break. Let's discuss this with the guests who are joining us this evening. We have Stalin Dayanand, who is Project Director, NGO One Shakti. We have Krishna Hegde, Shiv Sena leader, joining us on the broadcast. Aarti Sathe, who is lawyer and spokesperson, Maharashtra BJP. We also have with us Mandar, who is the Associate Editor, Mirror Now. Good evening to all of you. Mandar, I want to begin this discussion with you because what Sandhya was mentioning was actually startling. I mean, the private contractor who was working on this particular flyover, the under construction flyover that collapsed, was blacklisted by BMC for road repair scam, but was being awarded projects by MMRDA.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a sorry state of Mumbai. Hina, I'll just elaborate a little what Sandhya has apprised us all. This is a very, very bad situation today in Mumbai, as every average Mumbaikar, every other common person in Mumbai who's coming from suburbs to South Mumbai, or for that matter from South Mumbai to North Mumbai, wherever an average Mumbaikar is going, it is taking almost 3 hours to 2 hours of travel time in Mumbai. This city is completely slowing down to a very frustrating level. On an average, every person who is going for work is really frustrated in today's situation. And this particular bridge is an example how Mumbai and the citizen of Mumbai is really suffering. Because not just 3 months delay of the technical committee report, but it is delayed for years together. This particular project, which is called as Santa Cruz Chembur Santa Cruz Link Road project, and the extension which was supposed to happen in 2019, it has now revised to 2022, and nobody can really vouch for when in the March 2022 this particular project will be completed or not. The authorities, be it MMRDA, be it state government, be it any party in Mumbai who's ruling, or for that matter the opposition party, everybody has contributed to this particular mess in Mumbai. And not just this project, every other project is delayed in Mumbai, and that this delay of the projects is causing a great deal of damage to the average quality of living of a common Mumbaikar. And not just that, this particular project, when this incident has happened, fortunately nobody has died in that incident, but such a huge girder when it is falling down, nobody is especially showing that seriousness that why this thing has happened, why the blacklisted firm was given this kind of a contract. And moreover, to this particular fact that after 3 months also, even today, nobody is really knowing exactly what is the technical fault in this particular fall. So obviously, you can see how Mumbai and average Mumbai citizen is suffering in all kind of projects, multiple agencies, multi-crore money, especially of the taxpayer, is been spent in Mumbai in most of the projects over here. So this is a sorry condition when it comes to Mumbai, and the capital city, the economic capital of this particular country is really suffering a lot because of all the delays, and these delays are contributed by such kind of incidences and a very, very callous approach of the governments.
Absolutely, and no wonder why, Mandar, 6 bridges in fact collapsed and 28 deaths were reported because of this from 2011 to 2019. I was looking at another data. Maharashtra in fact accounted for second highest number of deaths, 4,237, due to structural collapses between 2001 and 2015. because, of course, no accountability is ever fixed every time an incident of this sort happens. Krishna Hegde, I want to now ask you, why was a firm that was blacklisted by the BMC firstly given a contract by MMRDA, and why, when promises were made that by 2nd of October the report is going to be out, is still not out, and we're talking on 13th of December?
There may be a report, delay in the report which has to be come out. But I must tell you one thing, that most of these contracts were awarded by the BJP during their regime. In the 5 years that they were ruling the state, and when a contractor like J. Kumar is doing a multi-hundred crore flyover or a bridge, where all the designs and other things are approved, you cannot just change a contractor midway and award the contract to someone else. So the contract which was awarded earlier in the earlier regime of the BJP regime continued now, and there has been a mishap. I must say that whatever has happened is unfortunate, that 14 of these workers have been injured. But I must also tell you that what Mr. Mandar said, that the traffic issues have been going on in Mumbai for quite some time. It is not only because of the Shiv Sena regime that the traffic issues have started. It has been going around when the BJP was also ruling the state, and especially when the flyovers which were being completed all the way from Dahisar to Kherwadi were being done, and also towards Jew and other areas. Even during the metro work, a lot of traffic was generated in the city. I must say that in spite of having said all this, I must admit that if there has been a delay in the report, then the report should come out. And if notices have been sent to J. Kumar or any other company for that matter, as a legislator, I have been also emphasizing on the fact that there has to be structural stability to the flyovers and the bridges, and there has to be engineering, independent engineers report or a committee report for all these flyovers before these work commences, and also after the works are completed. I must also say here
sadly, Mr. Krishna Hegde, we all know what needs to be done, but unfortunately, nothing really happens. Before I take that point further, let me get a quick response from Aarti Sathi of the BJP as well. In a way, Shiv Sena trying to suggest that these are all legacy issues. I mean, BJP awarded the contracts, the most of them on which the work is happening right now, and nothing can be done later. Your response to that?
For the Shiv Sena to really put all the blame on the
Aarti,
BJP for everything. Like
yes.
Anything that goes wrong, sorry, BJP has done it. Anything goes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, go ahead.
Am I audible? Yeah. So I was saying it has become very fashionable for the Shiv Sena really. Yeah, it's become very fashionable for the Shiv Sena to really, pass the buck to BJP for every little thing. Whatever happens in the state, whatever happens with vaccinations, even if there is a small, pit on the road, I think it will be all because of the BJP. If you all were so aware, for example, what has happened, of course, is very unfortunate and just goes to show the complete lack of apathy of the state government, that in a case like this, which really involves infrastructure and where infrastructure is so important for a city like Bombay, you really end up not even acting on a report or even publishing a report and just give assurances. But when it comes to taking the blame, or when it comes to really taking the responsibility, the first response is it has happened in the BJP regime. I think that itself goes to show what attitude this government functions with, an attitude of having absolutely no responsibility towards the actions or towards the mishaps which have taken place. Let me also point out that all the contractors which had been blacklisted was primarily because we busted that racket. We brought it to the attention. BMC for all these years has been a corrupt body. And for all these years, they have shown complete apathy on many projects. In fact, even recently I read a report where the Mithi River cleaning up has to happen. That has also got delayed. So the delay is not only on this, the delay is at various levels. And the ineffectiveness of the government gets more exposed when they constantly try to pass the buck on the BJP government. If you are so affected by the legacy issues of the BJP government, then you should then do something about it. Assuming it's something wrong has happened. I'm not saying that anything wrong has happened, but assuming the BJP government has been in the wrong, you'll have all the right. You all have 2.5 years right now. You liberated your 2.5 years. What was the celebration for? To correct certain issues, right? So I think it is an ineffectiveness of the state government. It is a complete lack of accountability towards the citizens, and it is only about assuming power without responsibility.
Krishna Hegde, quick response.
Yeah, I was just stating the facts, and my esteemed colleague Aarti ji,
Am I audible, please?
That Jay Kumar is not only awarded
Yes,
the contract
Aarti.
in Maharashtra, he has also been awarded the contract in Delhi and other BJP ruled states. So if she is trying to pin the blame here, saying that
but Mr. Krishna Hegde, that
Jay
is
Kumar
only
is a
one
tainted
side of the
contractor,
story.
then
You
she
know,
should
the
also
other very
explain.
important
But,
point.
no, let me complete.
Other
Hina, let me
point.
complete.
Sir,
She should
one
also,
second.
Hina, let me complete.
Sir, I got
please.
your point. Sir, one second. Let's not get into a tutu meme here, sir. Let me hear my question. Aarti, 1 second. Aarti, 1 second. You've made your point. 1 second, one by one. Now, Krishna Hegde, my question to you now is very specific. You know, I now want to focus on how promise was made, as my colleague Sandhya was also telling our viewers, on 17th of September, when, you know, this incident injured 14 laborers. Same day, Eknath Shinde, the urban development minister and MMRDA chairperson, announced that there is going to be a committee and the report will be out by 2nd of October. Why is that not out still? Of course, that's a matter of investigation. Who gave the contract? You made that point. I gave BJP time to respond. Now, question number 2 is this. Why till 13th of December, the report is not out? Why do we not know what led to the fall of this under construction flyover? You tell me this now, Mr. Hegde.
No, the MMRDA Commissioner, Mr. Srinivas, has already said that notices have been given to the contractor and he has been given time to respond. And whatever the technical issues are there, it is not a small, it's not like, a very small issue. It is a multi-hundred crore flyover. And obviously, if there has been a change in design, whether there has been some issues from the contractor, whether there has been some issues on the engineering front, or whether there has been some other issues, technical issues, that has to be studied. And we cannot just pinpoint the blame at somebody or absolve a person of some blame without getting into the facts. And once we get into the facts, we shall obviously give the report. And obviously, if there is an onus on the contractor, the onus will be placed on the contractor and he shall be penalized for the same.
So, Stalin
Also
Dayanand, it is so convenient, no, for our politicians across party lines here that if some incident happens, just say we are forming a committee, the report will be out in so many days, and then months later, we are here debating that particular matter like it is happening today. Isn't it the same all the time?
That is perfectly correct. It's a time-tested formula. When there is public outrage, simply say you're setting up a committee and then they think people will forget about it, but thanks to your channel, which is following up on this. Now, if the politicians can spend the rest of the year fighting over who is to blame. But the point here, what we need to understand is that this urban development has many bodies within itself. And each body behaves like an authority unto itself. But the contractor nexus is very strong in all of it. That a contractor may look like he is not in one particular thing, but he is very strong in another agency. MMRDA, MCGM, MSRDC, everywhere. So these people have their links and they're very strong. You cannot displace them. You will find that action has been taken. It's always token action. The guy moves from one contract to another or from one firm to another. So that kind of accountability is never sought. And because the nexus is very strong. And the urban development minister, if he said 15 days, he should honor his word. After 3 months, why are we asked to debate the same thing? The point is there is no accountability, neither from the agency, nor from the contractor, nor from the politician. And everyone is going happy and Mumbai continues to suffer. That's the point.
Right. Mandar, now I want to ask you, because you know Mumbai quite well, and for our viewers, why don't you tell us a little bit about, how so many promises Similar promises, in fact, were made in the past as well, because in last 1 year, we have seen a lot of such incidents taking place of carelessness, because of which people have either got injured or lost their lives. But, eventually nothing really comes out. No accountability is ever fixed. This was one incident that we're talking about. I'm sure there have been several in last 1 year only.
Absolutely. I mean, look at the kind of exchanges which BJP and Shiv Sena has done, and they are just happy doing that kind of a politics as of now. Nobody is really serious. Just because, I mean, just 2.5 years back, they were all together. They were joining hands for years together. It is not about Shiv Sena or BJP just. It is about all the political parties in Mumbai. Are they serious about Mumbai or not? Are they serious about the Mumbai's citizen and the kind of the taxes which are being paid by the Mumbaikar to the rest of the nation needs to be calculated by these politicians, needs to be understood well by the politicians, and Mumbai should get the due what it is deserving for a long time. The politicians over here, be it BMC, be it state government, nobody has really been serious about solving the problems of Mumbai. Not just Mumbai city. It is all about is a larger conglomerate of the MMRDA region. It involves 3 districts, right from Raigad to Thane and Palghar districts. It's all a big districts. All the rest of the India is converged into this kind of a portion of a small landmass, and nobody is really serious about getting the Mumbai well corrected. Mumbai is long. It has got long pending projects. All across Mumbai, there is projects which are ongoing since last few years, and nobody is really sure when exactly these projects are going to get completed. And still, if you see, BJP and Shiv Sena, they are fighting over the metro car shed issues. BJP and Shiv Sena, they are fighting for the rest of the other projects like Mumbai Coastal Road. There are a number of other projects where the political parties are locking horns, but they are not really serious about a normal Mumbaikar, a common person over here who is traveling daily. The life of an average Mumbaikar, the life of a suburban Mumbaikar is really miserable, and nobody is really serious about all these things, and that is where it is really pinching a common Mumbaikar like me, and it is really annoying, Hina, when it comes to daily going for a work or daily doing your own course. And at the same time, these projects where the seriousness needs to be shown by the state government, by the central government as well, that seriousness is not seen anywhere in the near vicinity. That's the sad part of every Mumbaikar's life today, Hina.
Well, absolutely. And that is the reason why it is really important to discuss this story as well, because, every time, like I mentioned, there is any kind of an incident, tall promises, tall claims are made, but unfortunately, there is no follow-up ever. I want to give you the last word, Stalin Dayanand, now. What do you expect now the MMRDA or the Maharashtra government to do in this particular case? Because the response that we have got from MMRDA Commissioner, when Mirror Now confronted the Commissioner, it was that committee report has come. We are examining the report. We have given notices to contractor and consultant. After thoroughly examining the report, we will take appropriate action, which will be technically correct. I mean, they need more time to, study the report. Then why make promises, false promises in the first place?
Yes, there is a complete breakdown of information transmission even inside the organization. Like Mr. Mandar said, the politics is of these parties is holding the city to ransom. Now, BJP, for example, has never come out and a single word said about Kanjurmarg being allotted for 4 metros. 4 metros of Mumbai are held up at Kanjurmarg, but BJP hasn't opened its mouth. And Shiv Sena, on its part, has not been able to tell MMRDA to connect the metro car lines from RA to JVLR. So all projects are being held up in the politics, and this messy affair continues. The solution is to get a unified command. For example, MMRDA does not know what MMRCL is doing. They do not know what MSRDC is doing. All these bodies are like as though they have been let alone to do whatever they want to. And Mumbai will never get its projects on time unless there is a unified command. There is no unified command. That is creating this mess. So we need to have more accountability from them. And this 3 month, if the minister himself says 15 days and you have to wait for 3 months, that explains the entire story. And the commissioner himself says that he has not read the report. So what exactly is happening? If people's lives are not important, projects are not important, how on earth what are you doing in the office? That is the question you need to ask.
Krishna Hegde, will you like to respond?
I don't know whether you can hear me because the transmission was just off. Can you hear me clearly?
I can.
Okay. Firstly, I would like to tell you that our Honorable CM Shri Uddhavji Thackeray himself is a Mumbaikar. And when the Shiv Sena is planning, or the Mahavikas Aghadi is planning projects for Mumbai, whether it is the metro rail, whether it is the coastal road, whether it's the cycling track at the Powai Lake, or whether any other project, the BJP is the first to oppose all these projects. And I must tell you that my esteemed colleague Aarti ji said that, we always pass the buck on to the BJP. I'm seeing this for everything. We have completed 2 years now. From day one, the BJP has only been opposing the Shiv Sena and the Mahavikas Aghadi on every pretext. So I must tell you here that we are here to do constructive work. Our Honorable CM Uddhavji himself is a Mumbaikar. He understands the problem of the Mumbaikars, and the funds which are allotted to Mumbai are extremely high even in the last budget. And we will go across and do all the projects.
Well, nobody's doubting your commitment, sir. Nobody's doubting your commitment. We just want to know how soon can we expect action in this particular case? Do you have any commitment for our viewers watching you?
Even through your forum, I would, request the MMRDA Commissioner Srinivas to expedite this, his notice and get facts onto the table. But I must also tell you here that it's not very easy. It's not very easy to just change a contractor who's been awarded a multi-hundred crore project. I must tell you here that
I completely agree with you, sir. But you can at least come out with the report if you promise it will be out in 15 days. I got your point, sir. I'm completely out of time. I'm completely out of time now. I'll have to wind up this debate, but I really appreciate you all for joining us here on Urban Debate, and we really hope that accountability in this case and many other cases where it's due is fixed as soon as possible. Heading into another short break.